There was a boy who was madly in love with a girl. The only problem was she was way out of his league. Not only was her family filthy rich while he was dirt poor, she was also the most beautiful girl in the world. In fact, she was so beautiful that many princes from all around the kingdom had come to her father's castle to ask for her hand in marriage. But her father would never even let them pass the front gate. Our boy was different, though. He didn't care about her looks or her wealth. And so one day, he walked right up to the castle and boldly asked the gatekeeper if he could see the princess. The gatekeeper sneered at him and said, "You want to see the princess? You're not even a prince. What makes you think you can just walk in here and demand to see her?" The boy simply replied, "Because I love her, and one day she will be mine." The gatekeeper laughed at this and told him to get lost before he called the guards. So our boy, though saddened by this, decided to wait outside the castle until the princess came out. Every day he would bring her flowers and sing her favorite songs. And every day the princess would sneak him some food and smile at him from afar. They fell deeply in love, but they knew their love was forbidden. Her father would never allow them to be together, but our boy was not deterred. He loved the princess more than anything else in the world, and he would not give up easily. So he started training. He trained his body and mind to become stronger and smarter. He learned how to fight and defend himself. He read books on strategy and tactics. He wanted to be worthy of the princess, and he wanted to prove to her father that he was the right man for her. Years went by, and our boy grew into a strong and confident young man. He became a local hero, known for his bravery and kindness. People loved him because he was always helping others and standing up for what was right. Even the princess's father had to admit that our boy was an upstanding young man, but he still refused to let them marry. But now our boy was ready. He gathered his courage and went to the king and said, "Your Majesty, I have loved your daughter since I was a boy, and I know that we are meant to be together. I am no longer the weak and poor kid who couldn't even enter your castle. I am a man now, and I am ready to take your daughter's hand in marriage. If you still refuse me, then I will prove to you that you are wrong. I will leave this kingdom and never return. Should I ever return, it will be as a conqueror." The king was shocked by this. He didn't know his daughter had fallen in love with a peasant, and he certainly didn't know that his daughter had been sneaking out to meet him all these years. He was also surprised by how much our boy had grown and changed. He was no longer the scrawny kid he had seen years ago. He was now a tall, handsome young man with a bright future ahead of him. The king was a fair ruler, though, and he knew that he couldn't keep his daughter from marrying the boy forever. She was old enough to make her own decisions, and he couldn't bear to see her sad. So he finally agreed to let them marry, but only if our boy could win a series of 3 contests he set for him. Our boy, of course, agreed without hesitation. The first contest was a test of strength. King had built a tower so tall that it was impossible to climb without magic. And he told our boy that if he could reach the top of the tower, he would win the contest. Many had tried, but all had failed. Yet our boy succeeded thanks to his strength and determination. The second contest was a test of intelligence. The king gave him a box with a series of riddles on it, and if he could solve them, he would win the contest. Again, many had tried, but all had failed. Yet our boy succeeded thanks to his quick wit and intelligence. The third contest was a test of courage. The king took him into the royal treasury and told him to grab as much gold as he could. But there was a twist. The room was filled with traps, and any false move would mean certain death. Yet our boy succeeded thanks to his bravery and agility. He had won all 3 contests, but the king still wasn't convinced. He had one more test for him, a test of character. He told our boy to go to the neighboring kingdom and bring back the king's daughter, who had been kidnapped by a fearsome dragon. Many had tried, but all had failed. Yet our boy succeeded thanks to his compassion and determination. The king had no choice but to let them marry. And so our boy and the princess were finally wed. They ruled over the kingdom together and lived happily ever after. The end.